Alright guys, welcome to the new video. Firstly, as you can see from the title, welcome to my kitchen. But today we have a little add bonus on top of that because as you can see, these ripe ass bananas are standing in our household for a while now and we don't throw food away. So I was like, why not to add one recipe? Actually, I'm gonna be making this for Kelsey because I have my dinner already prepared, but I wanted to add this in this recipe video, and after that I'm gonna show you as well the my protein brownies. So two recipes, one extra. I think they can only be a good thing. But before I start telling you about all the ingredients and everything and the process, we need to change in some more convenient outfit for this. Okay, if my nippies are out, I apologize. Don't look at that. I'm gonna put I'm gonna put something over it. This is how we're gonna have a new episode with me. At least one video per week, recipes. That was a joke, but actually, if you do want to see that, then I'll actually make. I'm always making some kind of. I love to cook. I love that. I actually have a cookbook on my website. Cookie? I'm filming video. Seriously? Get the hell out of the kitchen. My dog is being crazy. No! This one. Look. Go. Your mom is calling you. Anyways, first recipe that I'm gonna show you, I can't be serious in this. First recipe that I'm gonna show you is banana protein bread, I guess. So, ingredients that you're gonna need is oats, but I blend it. You don't have to actually blend it for this. This is actually, I'm making this recipe for the first time. As I said, we had an extra banana, so I was like, I'll just make something, figure something out. Start writing the ingredients. I'm gonna just telling you immediately, then I'm gonna do the process because I wanna be fast. Oats, write it down. That's the first thing that you need to have. Second thing that you need to have is 2 whole eggs, preferably organic pasteurized. If not, not. In my case, so we'll go as in my case, because this is, I guess, my recipe. 3 ripe bananas. That's literally the leftovers, but 3 ripe bananas, which I'm gonna actually weigh so I know actually the macros and everything to put the macros and calories for you guys. Also, don't need this, but you can have it. A scoop of a protein powder. For me, in this one, I'm gonna be using huge isolate Choco Madness. I feel like that goes good because banana and chocolate chips that we're gonna put in the end, you know, it's a perfect combo. Also, it's really good tasting, one of my favorites. Code Dorian gives you 15% off. And you can cook these delicious recipes. That's a win-win. Pinch of sea salt. Then this is my optional, I like to add when I'm cooking something, the monk fruit, because it has the same consistency as a normal sugar and a brown sugar. Because brown sugar just tastes better in general, right? And pancake syrup, it should be probably the original one, but I'm gonna use a sugar-free Walden Farms. So this bread is not actually gonna be even calorie dense. Also, the options that you can put in is cocoa powder, for example, if you want. Peanut butter if you want. Baby, do you want a peanut butter in your bread? First thing that you gotta do, turn on your oven preheated 350 degrees. That's the first thing. Second thing, of course, is peel your bananas. Don't try to mash them with the skin. Actually, they're pretty good from inside. They just look like crap from outside. So 3 ripe bananas, which will give us 333, angel's number. In my case, 333 grams. Oh shit, guys, I forgot one more ingredients. Go back and write it down. Baking soda, not powder, baking soda. Where's my fork? Now, obviously, you gotta mash the bananas, as I said. That's kind of the only part that you gotta work a little bit. This will definitely be better with the peanut butter, but I don't want to get my girlfriend fat or anything, you know. If I'm already making a recipe, I want to make it kind of macro friendlier. Like if I actually, especially I'm bulking right now, if I actually want to make this delicious, I will definitely add some extra things. Like as I said, peanut butter, maybe even dates blended together with the oats because dates gives you a little bit firmer consistency, right? Bananas are ripe. What? Mashed. Now I need to get rid of this first. Don't leave your trash out, especially if you live with someone, you're gonna get murdered. Now the next step, we have I didn't told you that, but I already have the isolate inside of this, so I mixed in the blender already 1 scoop of a huge isolate, which would be 36 grams in my case. You can use any protein powder if you want. I'm just using that because I like it the most. And you also can get a discount, as I already said. Pour that, so this is oats plus protein powder. Also, the best, the tip for cooking would be, I will say that whey is actually the worst when it comes to the cooking. The isolate is like medium, and then the vegans are not so bad also for cooking, even though they are pretty dry, but the best protein powder for cooking is casein protein, because anything that you make with casein protein makes it more moisty, because casein protein can hold way more liquid than a whey protein, etc. So doesn't matter, just a pro tip. Pour that consistency inside. This is actually gonna be way more than I expected. I'll try to mix this first, I guess. We are adding 2 whole eggs. Then I guess we're just gonna add all the rest ingredients as well. So there will be where's the salt? It's a pinch, it doesn't come out so fast, by the way. I'm not measuring the sugars or anything because it's 0 calorie. It's a sugar substitute, so there is no calories. I just eyeball it. Not too much, doesn't have to be too much. There is already some sweetness added to it, right? Of banana. We're gonna need 60 milliliters of maple syrup. 60 to a dot, and that was really fast. Risky, but in a good way. 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Now mix that around again. Beautiful consistency already. Before we do the last step, let me just remove all of this shit from here so you can see the process. Okay guys, cleaned everything up. Now, 2 more things that I'm gonna add. One more that I will personally add, and if I'm in your place, I will add that as well, because my recipe always turns out to be amazing. So just copy everything that I do. I'm just using sugar-free vanilla coffee syrup just to give a little extra hint of vanilla. That combo just can't be bad, like you just can't, period. And I'm also gonna drop this, you don't have to use, but pure vanilla extract as well. Just for that little hint of vanilla, and also to smell, you know, that extract of vanilla gives you that nice smell when you take the bread out. You use a loaf for a bread, or I found this. I hope it's not gonna be too small, and pour the consistency inside. You can put a parchment paper just in case. I don't even have to put on this, but I put just in case not to stick. So pour everything in. I don't even know if you can see right now. Oh, this is gonna be just perfect. For this amount that I had today, everything is pretty much done, guys. Pretty easy, right? You make a recipe in a second. If you don't talk like me, it's done. Now, the last thing that I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna top chocolate chips all around. So I didn't add it inside, not to, you know, put a lot of extra calories, but I would recommend to, you know, pour it over the top. It's gonna look better, and every bite you're still gonna have a chocolate chip. So, and now the last step, guys, is we are putting it in our preheated oven, just like that, and we put the timer on pretty much for, why am I yelling? I have a mic on. Idiot. You're gonna put 30 minutes, keep checking on it, or the best way that you can know that anything baked is done, put the toothpick inside, and if it comes out dry, it's done, if you're not sure if it's done or not. So that's the full recipe. You need to put it 30 minutes, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention that, and then leave it to cool at least 20 minutes after that. So pretty much in an hour, we're gonna give you a taste test, I guess, so see you later.
Are you ready?
Yeah, try to cut them equally. Oh, dope.
I don't know.
But it's hot, yeah.
Okay, well then I'll just eat the corner. I won't like cut all of them yet.
It looks good from like this.
It was squishy. Pretty good. You're not gonna try it?
No, I want chocolate.
You could have baked it more.
No, for me it's perfect. I will actually, this is perfect. Keep the recipe. It needs to get cold pretty much, but it tastes amazing. That's the recipe, I guess, number 1. And tomorrow, actually in a second, I'm gonna show you the protein muffin recipe. Hello, I'm back. It's day after. Okay, before I show you, we have all the things for other recipes, but before I show you that, so we had actually 5 slices, and I hope you saw the calories and macros per slice. So epic, I'm not gonna lie, it's sick, and now as you can see, consistency is perfect. I'll give you even a bite. Yeah, oh my God. With the chocolate chip. Now it got firm, and now it's literally perfect, guys. With that said, let's jump into our recipe that you actually wanted to see, and that is muffins. So let's make them. Alrighty, guys. With this one, I'm gonna try to be a little bit faster because I've been eating this recipe every day, almost every day, and I tried to make it in multiple different ways. This is, I will say, my recipe. I obviously saw some recipes on the internet, but I was trying with every sort of way, shape, or form. And I wanted to make it after a first time, but I'm glad I didn't because I finally found, close the door, Dorian, finally found the perfect recipe, at least for me. It is a cream of rice muffins, but we do have also an oatmeal. So you're gonna need an oats, which, by the way, I blended already together with the cream of rice. You don't have to do that. It's just for consistency. I feel like they're smoother when you do that, or you want a little bit more chunkier, it's up to you. We have 2 kinds of cream of rice. Typically, I'll make it blueberry muffin cream of rice. Obviously, there is now multiple different cream of rice companies that you can have peanut butter ones, peanut butter cream of rice, chocolate cream of rice. I need to order chocolate cream of rice because I feel that will go the best. This time I have a plain neutral cream of rice, so obviously you can have a neutral cream of rice with the oats. That's totally fine. So starting with that, we're gonna have a blender. Any kind of blender works. I just have this one because it's a little bit bigger than the one that I have, and most of the time I can't fit everything inside. Before we start making everything, make sure again to turn off the oven on 350 degrees to preheat it. Mine's already preheated. Pour the cream of rice and the oats into our blender. Now, what are the numbers of cream of rice? For me, it all depends how many macros I have been left on the end of the day, how much carbs I need to do. Sometimes I will put way more cream of rice or just make it with cream of rice because it's higher in the carbs, right? Then I'm just gonna make it kind of like a healthier, lower calorie option for you guys. That's still gonna give you a lot of muffins. You'll see later, it's probably gonna be at least like 12 muffins, I will say, at least. Number-wise for this recipe, I chose to go with 50 grams of oats and 50 grams of cream of rice. Also, the original recipe that I made, you can make it with egg whites. So let's say on 100 grams of a source of carbs that you have, either that is cream of rice, or I'll recommend cream of rice, or in my case 50-50, you go 3 times more liquid egg whites, right? So it will be 300 grams of an egg whites. You can try that recipe. So I do have egg whites. I was doing like that at the beginning, but I swapped a little bit with the cottage cheese and Greek yogurt as well, just because once again, consistency is better. Also, with the egg whites, that cream of rice literally sinks in because egg whites are literally liquid. And then you get the upper part kind of like a really light and moisty, and then upper part, down part is really like dense because all of that cream of rice sinks in. So that's why I transitioned to my recipe. Also, what you're gonna need is baking powder, not baking soda. I'm gonna tell you the numbers and everything. 2 whole eggs, guys. Pinch of salt. Again, choose whatever sweetener you like. It can be stevia, no problem. I just like to use in my recipe monk fruit and a brown sugar substitute. I will definitely recommend vanilla extract, but as per usual, this is optional. Again, coffee, French vanilla. So this whole base is kind of gonna be a vanilla strawberry muffins. That's my favorite recipes of all that I tried so far. So I also have 150 grams of already chopped up in a little pieces strawberries. This is actually gonna be, the worst part is this right now, just talking about it, but this is actually really fast. So the first thing, now we're just gonna start adding things inside. And that banana bread, you gotta try it. It was the first time making it, it's fire. So we'll add a little bit of brown sugar substitute. I don't count that, I just put a couple of teaspoons. because you can always sweeten it after. You can add, for example, sometimes I top it with a sugar-free maple syrup. Adding the monk fruit. I'm also gonna be adding 3 grams of a baking powder. Honestly, you can also do with a Greek yogurt as well. Try that as well. I just feel like this combination is kind of the best for me because cottage cheese bakes better than a Greek yogurt, I will say. And I got the fat-free cottage cheese, right? So we're gonna put 100 grams, in my case, of a cottage cheese. Usually I get like 15 muffins out of that. Some clips and videos and pictures gonna be on the screen while I'm talking. Cottage cheese has a casein protein inside. It's a casein protein pretty much. It's a slow digesting protein, so I actually love to eat it in the end of the night. I'm gonna add, I have this one. You can choose also, you can choose any flavor. You can go with plain as Greek yogurt. You can go with strawberry one. You can choose your own flavors. I did a million flavors of this, peanut butter one, whatever. I like this one because I mix it also with the ice cream later on. So I have a Chobani zero sugar, which is my favorite Greek yogurt of them all. It's lactose free, zero sugar, zero fat, pretty much. It has on 170 grams, only 6 grams of carbs, 13 grams of protein. We're gonna have 200 grams. As I said, it's gonna be a strawberry vanilla vibe. Pinch of salt, vanilla extract. Put 2 of our eggs, as I already said, pasteurized. You don't have to do it, it's just I prefer the healthier ones. I also add, as I already said, this sugar-free coffee syrup, which you absolutely do not have to add. For an even better consistency, you can add peanut butter, which obviously adds quite a bit of fats inside, etc. But if you're like me, bulking, I tried even that one. Consistency is definitely better. You can add even a protein powder if you want a different taste and more protein, but there is a plenty of protein already inside just because we are putting eggs, cottage cheese, Greek yogurt, etc. If you want a chocolate ones, let's say you buy a cream of rice, chocolate cream of rice, you add some cocoa powder as well inside, some chocolate chips in the end. It can be better, you can play a lot. Also, the things that I'm playing with, I add just probably like 8 grams of a sugar-free JELLO pudding mixture. Why is that so? Just for that JELLO to combine all of that together while I'm mixing it and to give me a more firm texture when I'm pouring actually in the muffin molds. So we have vanilla right now, we have a strawberries. Now I have here cheesecake. Does it go with that? Absolutely. I have vanilla also. I don't want to go again with the vanilla. Chocolate fudge, and I have a butterscotch. This time, actually what I'm gonna do, since I can't decide right now on the spot, just choose one, but I'll do 4 grams of a chocolate one, and I'll do 4 grams cheesecake one. And that's gonna be pretty much it. Strawberries are going in the end. Now we blend. Why am I yelling? I have a mic on me. I found this on Amazon. I will highly recommend. I was making them in a normal muffin molds all the time, but these one, look at these guys. You can literally flip it upside down. It never can stick. You don't even have to oil it. I did oil it, not oil it, Pam sprayed it, but it literally comes out so easy, and that's why my muffins finally actually started looking like a muffins, because otherwise I will need to put a parchment paper, this and that. It's a whole ass process pretty much. So just get it. I think I bought it for $8 on Amazon. Just find a silicone molds, right? Now we add the chopped strawberries inside of that. You mix it around with your spoon. You can put the blueberries inside. In this recipe will go amazing. You can put the banana inside of this recipe. It will also go amazing. Play with it, or just try to copy this one first. See how it tastes and then play with your own flavors, protein powders, whatever the hell you want. Everything is done. That's the full recipe. Now we pour this. I like to use spoon because it's easier. So even with this macros, 15 muffins out of this. This is pretty crazy, I'm not gonna lie. Can you see it? I hope you can. As you can see, 2 trays. I personally put them on a higher one. And now, I will honestly, it's 350. I'm gonna, guys, put it on the 35 minutes. It all depends of your oven. I will definitely check them out, and also, based just like right after it's done, you're not gonna be sure if it's done or not, because they also need to cool down a little bit. Just because after making it, obviously, you know how it goes with the oats and cream of rice. as colder they get, firmer they get also, right? So at the beginning they're kind of really moisty, but if you leave them to cool off for a little bit, then it gets really... So how you can check the best, as I already said, you poke it with a toothpick and that's how you're gonna know. So I'm gonna leave them for around 35 minutes, let them cool, and after it's done, or in the evening, I'm gonna show you how they ended up. But we got 15 of them, right? So with that said, I never count that as a like per serving, right? Because that's my dinner. I just count as like, oh, I'm gonna eat 100 grams of Creole rice with this and that, right? But I will count that and put for a whole thing right now, calories and macros. And then I'm gonna put per one muffin. And muffins are a pretty solid size. I'm gonna show you a little bit later. That's gonna be a recipe number 2. Also guys, let me know if you like this. I'm actually most of the time alone at home and I love to cook. So I'll be down to making recipes, like having episodes like this, cooking with Dorian. That'll be kind of cool, I feel. Maybe I'm too boring, I don't know, let me know. But I'll catch you guys when everything is done, kitchen is cleaned, and all the cool stuff. Catch you later. Okay guys, in the meantime, I literally cut my hair, let the muffins pretty much cool down, and this is the first time that I actually let them cool down for quite a bit, because usually I eat it right away and then I eat it hot with the ice cream. But in this case you can see them even better. Look at this big ass plate. That's what I eat pretty much every night. Pretty low per one muffin. How they look like. They look like a real muffins, of course. I mean, then I'm gonna do this. As you can see, those are strawberries inside. Let me give you, I never tried actually cold. Wow. Cold might be even better. But don't quote me on that. Now, if you wanna put a sugar-free maple syrup, whatever you want, there's the recipe. Pretty simple, fast. You just put it in a blender, put it in an oven, go do your thing, and you have a perfect muffins, breakfast, dinner, whatever. That's gonna be it for this video. I even gave you an extra recipe, banana bread, which actually we are traveling, me and Kelsey, tomorrow. So that's gonna be also kind of a snack in the airplane, right? But yeah, there's gonna be a full one. Let me know if you like these kind of videos. It's not a problem for me to film. I love to cook. Love you guys, appreciate you all, and I see you very soon, as always, on the next one. Depending on your comments, we'll see which one is gonna be. Full day of eating, recipe, workout, whatever you guys want. Love you, see you on the next one.